So I'm finally getting some of these pickup campers put away and undercover for the winter. Yeah, I've got some hoarder problems and way too much stuff around. But I'm reminded of a VHS tape, this is a DVD edition, that my Uncle Roy brought my dad years and years ago when I was a kid. It was called Trails of the Mountain West. This is actually filmed by two brothers, Don and Dennis Cooper, who filmed their travels from Mexico all the way up to Alaska. And they traveled in a rig that you wouldn't really expect. This is kind of a similar parallel too, because my uncle that gave this to my dad, they were brothers, and my uncle was the brother that went to college, because back then you couldn't send everyone to college. And in this video, also the two brothers, they go back and forth because Don Cooper is the one that didn't go to college, and his brother Dennis did, and he's always making fun of him for majoring in all these different things. And anyways, I always saw it when I was a younger kid and watched this video. It was an interesting bit, especially a part about the trucks.
And that's the one we're going to start on. And we're going to drive that trail, me and Bones and my brother. And we're going to travel in a motorhome. And we borrowed this from our friendly neighborhood dealer just to see if we like it. And we liked it a great deal. It was used, but it was very good shape. And we went back to buy it. But the salesman, really friendly young guy. Lots of charisma. But when he wasn't there when we went to buy it, I guess. And anyway, we had to talk to the credit manager. And he'd evidently had a big fight with his wife, or maybe he was always grouchy, but a very suspicious guy. And he was going to run a credit check on my brother and I. And at home, our credit is so lousy, a lot of merchants won't even take our cash anymore. So we didn't even fill out their stupid paper because there ain't no use. Dennis said, well, just take the truck we already got. See, we got a Model T Ford truck, and it's been stored in the hay barn in the meadow on the homestead for 39 years, really, yeah. There were trees growing up through the frame. But Dennis said one of the things he'd majored in one of those fathead colleges was automobile tune-up, so he tuned it up. Now he said, we'll give her a twist and away she'll go. We started giving her a twist in May, and we cranked along through June and July and August. I cranked that son of a gun so much that winter I had to change oil in the darn thing twice. Well, springtime finally came to the Rockies, and an old guy came by. Kids, he said, you never start an old Model T unless you jack up the hind wheel. Well, it didn't make sense. Dennis had never heard about that when he majored in it, but we did it, and by God, that son of a gun took off like a scared rabbit. I don't know why. Don't nobody ask me why jacking up the hind wheel makes the engine run better, but it does. We're just going to take it up the other end of the homestead because we got a lot of buildings that are falling down. It's kind of a low-budget project. This is where we get our lumber. And folks, my brother Dennis and I did all the work, and this is a picture of my brother Dennis and myself in a strong family resemblance here.